abusuafo emu bi akwaba ba Afful TV so send den de kia bombo den so wetuma subscribe wa like wa comment na afi wetuma share da ma Afful TV na bibia ka papa na nsama Kelvin Talyor de go ama Ghana Blackstars de busuafo enya asam ketu okra share de Ghana Blackstars no akwakwa ese bibia ho je sen sama aba no enya asam ketu Kelvin Talyor drop with evidence pictures e de ato pa enya asam ketu busuafo yadi na emao ewo Afful TV so na dano ada na Ghana versus USA just say gina ho ema USA for to mission busuafo na Ghana form ko USA na ade omko ye no Kelvin Talyor a drop pa down aye be ko na afa yakohwe na yekutie nsema Kelvin Talyor e de atodwa na afa no yade ho nchemu na e de abro life ewo Afful TV so na elechi no so ye hwa ade a Ghana Blackstars since 2014 ankofo brebe mu wie no nechi no Blackstars akoye se yegu fom kuraje so yasab ketro hia de yekohia ye Mexico fo mo hye US fo kura mo hye busuafo na yasam ketro kura yen kokohwe ne nkotie nsema Kelvin Talyor a drop e de amakek Okraku manche na Africa Chris Houghton anwe senior coach at Ghana Blackstars no just say some course word ye yengohwe na afa yenkotie dia Kelvin Talyor drop secret pa busuafo na sam ketro yengohwe no emra.
There's an issue I think say we are avoiding it, and it's something we need to discuss now. And Sana Ajinsim, or it gets to a point where we cannot solve the problem. And it's got to do with this issue. It's got to do with the Ghana Football Association. Ket Okraku, the GFA boss. Now, there's something we need to discuss here. The issue, I asked a question recently about Ket Okraku Mante, the GFA boss. No, a dear partner wa achieve from time obey FA boss till date. What has he achieved? And when you ask these questions, people get pissed off. And they feel say Ken Okraku has to be protected no matter what. That is my problem. Because people are hired, and when they are hired, it is based on their performance and a more extension of contract. And I say, yes, some more extension of leadership. And this will be a FA boss for a couple of years. Now, on to me, Ghana for what he has added to Ghana sports. And the Ghana Football Association, let me say that's much better. The Ghana Football Association, what he has actually added. Because there's nothing Ken Okraku Mante has added to our football. And this guy, since he assumed office, continuously, he is destroying our soccer, especially our national team. For a very long time, we've not had a unique national team. Let's put the Blackstars in the basket a little bit. Any unique national team here, the younger ones, satellites, meteors, black queens, it's recently black queens and maidens. They are basically winning some games. We are sitting in Ghana and the Gabi Ochredakun coach amaye. Now you're the coach awaba. Sa coach no ka brofunti miami nuanom akamfo ye nte brofunti entumi musa coach no questions, because when you see the scrutiny, we journalists, sports journalists, some of us, not all of them, some of us, the scrutiny ye did seek akono femu, scrutiny ye did den akwisia pia femu, the questions and the discussions, it has shifted. Today when it comes to somebody like Chris Houghton, the Blackstars current coach, now people don't want to ask questions again. Now, Ket Okraku Mante questions I want to Dawson. The guy has not performed. The guy has technically messed up our senior national team. In fact, the GFA has now become a cluster of friends who believe in one criminal activity. And Momayan Kanukre, your football, and then I say our local league is the worst in Africa. At time. Mediama is doing well in Africa not because of the league they played in. It is because of the investment the owners of the club put in the team. Let's not get this wrong. Mediama Football Club is not doing well in Africa because your league, is extraordinary. No, Mediama is doing well because the owners of the club, they have invested a lot because they understand what the game means. But when it comes to the national the Football Association itself, you could see say our team and as our teams every single day team egu. The Black Star Me, I'm one person. I don't like going after single players, picking players individually and going after them. I don't do that because I see a team as a team. So what is soccer? What is teamwork? As here, you understand to say this is a team. It's up to the technical mind. It's up to the coach to pick players who can do the job. Now, our performance against the United States men's national team, no, say Chris Houghton as the head of the Blackstars, as the head coach, you know, he is empty. I am not going to mince words here. This guy, he has some kind of respect. He's one person. He has the personality. It is tough for you to stand in front of him to say the kind of things you want to say, but it does not mean say we can't tell him that he is a bad coach. The coach is terrible. The coach isn't performing. The coach has lost it. The Black Star today, as we play, we see it. Okraku, who is the engineer, Okraku today is allowing Gabi Ochredakun to dictate what the Black Stars need. That is our problem. Today we don't have a Black Star that was picked or put together by Ghanaians. When I say by Ghanaians, selected players, you know, but we watch the game. Yes, so we know players who are doing good. But what we saw against the United States, what we saw against Mexico, you could see, say, this is a coach who does not have any philosophy. This is a coach who does not have any strategy. Our team does not play to any strategy. We don't have a pattern. It is basically players coming together to play. And the coach just picking names and putting them at places he thinks maybe a chance will come. Chance to be baba, no be about to net. So you could see, say, the coach does not have any plan. The team, you know, the Black Stars of Sule Muntari, Stephen Tornado Apia, Michael Essien, the Black Stars of Milovan, the Black Stars of Akosi Apia, the Black Stars of some of the past coaches, you know, it got to a point in Africa and in the world, you know, everyone was saying, say, Black Stars pattern has changed. It's a pattern where they play only one top. They play only one top because they rely on their sole striker, that is Ãshawo, and believe that the strength of their team is in the midfield. So you have Muntari, you have Essien, you have Tornado, you have Lai Kingston, or you have so they believe to say the moment you intercept Yenya ball midfield now, the pin man who is Ãshawo will get the ball and he's a clinical finisher. So we had a pattern. People believed in Black Stars pattern. We played the Nations Cup. Throughout the Nations Cup, we played with only one striker and we were able to get to the finals because the team was carrying a particular pattern we were playing. And now besides the Black Stars pattern, but we have no pattern. People are just in the midfield when all that they are waiting for is for the opponent to be dispossessed and as they make a mistake for them to get the ball. And then what do? Because they run back, they get the ball and they don't know what to do. Now, the issue here is we need to blame the coach. We need to start asking questions. This is the coach we signed. We were supposed to see some improvement in the Black Stars play, in the pattern of play, in cohesion, in the way players on the field, you know, they can, the coordination will be there. There's nothing like that. And Chris Houghton came to coach Black Stars. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, you ensure Black Stars 4-0 in 30 minutes. No. And it is not like we lost the game 4-0. It is the worrying thing about this whole thing was we didn't play well. It's not like the players are trying or the coach is tactically trying to do something which is extraordinary. Yako World Cup, we saw it. Otto Addo was at the bench, but you could see there was a pattern. There was a pattern where you could see, say, now we have a shot, now we are, you see. There's no pattern in this team. So when the team does not have pattern, it means it does not have a technical eye. It does not have a bench. Then it means the team near Frafrakobo. So we need to call a spade a spade. We don't have a Black Stars team. We have players, but we don't have a team. And this man, we need to look in his face and tell him, Massa, we are paying this money, all this money because we want you to perform than the people you came to meet. We have been so hard on local coaches who have handled Black Stars. And for us to give this man just to walk free, I'm not saying free as not to attack him, I'm just saying to just get away with murder without answering questions and we telling him that his job should be on the line if he is not able to win any game that comes before him. Because you hire a coach and the coach comes in, every single player that he has brought into the team has not performed over normal average. You've hired a coach, a new coach that has come in on to mean BT previous coaches know any of their records. Then it means you have hired a failure. To me, when this man became the Black Stars coach, I thought he had something extraordinary. The Black Star pattern of play is gone. There's nothing like that. The coach stands at the bench and relies on individual players. He believes that they can do magic. That is not how it works. So you see, it's a good materials on the pitch on Black Stars team. No, they cannot perform because the coach is not giving them any pattern, any strategy, any technical way to play their game. So this coach Wasa, I'm going to be straightforward with you. And today I saw a video of Countryman Songo hitting at the sports minister. What has the sports minister got to do with this? What has the sports minister got to do with this? I don't see anywhere the sports minister plays in this role. The sports minister is the sports minister. The people who appoint the FA coach is the Ghana Football Association. So why should a journalist sit on TV and start attacking the sports minister? The sports minister has got nothing to do here. In fact, when you look at the hierarchy, the sports minister is just there to help the team be assisted by the government. The Ghana Football Association is an autonomous institution. So when we go into the Ghana Football Association and we stop asking the relevant questions and then shifting blames because sports minister way there or easy and most important thing is that nonsense should stop. And with all due respect, Songo, I respect you a lot. I think the idea of shifting the blame from Okraku, from the coach to the sports minister, it does not make any sense to me. And this is my view. This is what I see. We need to start asking the coach questions. He cannot always be the nice guy, the quiet guy. Many anonymous anti-4 journalists on your sports. Sebi ododo adenti brofunti omushia coach omuntumi musa questions. Because you go busa questions is here or return a question bro better than we no. So when you go to press conferences, a few journalists who basically can speak English, write good English, are the only people questioning the coach. But they are quiet. And then omunya coach are confronting in their local dialect. So they have allowed this coach to pass. So oko sebio mini anoma kanfo radio sports oko eye Peace FM eye Kumasi Kesbin eye you could see say the energy not normal war to go after Akwesiapia, go after Siki Akono, go after coaches. They think they can say things for them to understand, This coach, they are just giving this coach the room. And Ket Okraku has created some empire here. Today in Ghana football, there are a few people who can talk about this coach and talk about him. Ket Okraku Mante has failed. Yes, you people should get real. He has failed. There's no team. It is basically some man that we think we respect. Now, something terrible happened. I want to let you people understand. Ghana Blackstars players omoba USA omunyina pia montekofa jantrafo. 99% of the players did not stay in camp. They were not in camp. They were on holidays. They came to the United States to enjoy themselves. The coach now from the team manager of the Black Stars, he could not even control the players. Team manager of the Black Stars or players sika. This is how bad it is. The team manager of Black Stars, Odidinkwaranechi and Osesre Omusika. And when you sit back and ask yourself, how did we get here? All those boys you saw on the pitch, they could not even run. They spent less time training. Majority of the time they were out there. Patene leader. All these boys, most star boys near there, they asked more border because they did not come and they don't have any leader in the Black Stars, in the administrative level or the managerial level to tell them, say, you are players, young players. I wanna be players in Kwa. And these players were playing like coach team players. There's not discipline in the team because the players themselves, some of them know, say they were not supposed to be in the team. They have been called because of some people's affiliation to Okraku or their connections up there. Today, when you go to Ghana Football Association, ESCO members, they are paying their way to become ESCO members because the moment you become ESCO member, you can bring your players to join some of the national teams. And it has become a money galore thing. People don't want to work. Bibi, SCA, US time at team Nibaye. And we are taking this up. Loud Silence Media, we are going to take this up. We are going to make sure, say, baby, I didn't see, we will make sure all international sports channels will carry this because there was an assault on a journalist, a Ghanaian journalist, by Ket Okraku's bodyguard. This is ridiculous. And what hurt Parana say? there were people in the managerial level, management level, executive level. They were protecting crime. So we have officially written to the hotel Blackstars were staying. Now, this is what happened. Time of Blackstars eba in Nashville. They were lodging in a hotel. My mama story ding na moketo krekuno or one useless guy. Na modi amontina Ghana na mo so nkwasi asam so. Na mubehu de ebesi on Blackstars nim. When they went to Nashville, this young journalist, his name is Chief Seidu Adamu. Now, this guy has been a very strong critic of Okraku's GFA. He's a journalist. He has the right to speak his mind and write what he thinks isn't going right when it comes to the GFA, how it's being managed by Okraku and his people. Now, this gentleman was assaulted. And he was assaulted by a gentleman. Okraku muni GFA mafane say or security. Into this guy who calls himself GFA security. I've never heard anything like that before. Or you say, or national security. Every single place they go, no matter some vagabond way. He is some ignorant, daft criminal. And almost swore the team nechi. And a Ghanaian journalist living in the United States of America wanted to go to the hotel. He had some interviews to conduct. And when he approached the hotel, this criminal or friend who said, oh yeah, Ghana Football Association security guard, bodyguard, he assaulted this gentleman. And I'm going to make sure we get to the bottom of this. We have written to the hotel. We will make sure, say, Okraku and the FA, they respond to this, because you can't bring a team to America and you allow vagabonds and criminals you call security to assault a journalist in America. No.